than whatever I said earlier. So we'll just call it that. Let's call it the 3 brain-breaking steps that'll shrink your 6-month learning curve to 6 days, even if you have no dang idea what you be doing, and if you can be doing it well. Let's just call it that. I bet y'all notice, if you're following me, that I'm really trying to up my copywriting game. And ultimately, I'm realizing that copywriting is inherently the single best scalable skill set that you'll ever have, because you can write something once and it's infinitely repeatable. Like, you don't incur an obligation when somebody else reads what you're doing. You do incur an obligation when you take on a done for you client or done with you client. Like, there's literally a time loss. Like, unless you've magnificently and perfectly removed yourself from your company, like 99% of the time, you will incur an obligation when you sell a client. But if you copyright well and you write well, you literally do not incur any obligation from somebody else reading. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to exercise my copywriting skill set. So if you look at my posts, you'll notice that, like, I'm doing bold and italicized and like an underline. You're like, oh wow, look, it's copywriting now. That's so amazing. You're like, ooh, fun stuff, right? And so that's there. Now I'm copywriting, right? Look at that. Let's just go ahead and undo that. I think that's a little bit too much. But yeah, this will be the 3 brain-breaking steps that'll shrink your learning curve from 6 months into 6 days. And before we get into this, I just want to acknowledge everybody that's coming on board. So I like doing this exercise all the time. Let me know the city and state that you're in. Let's build some real connections with real life human beings and real life people. So go ahead and type in the name, or sorry, we already know your name. Type in the city and the state that you're actually watching this video from, like where you live, work, and play, and all that fun stuff. I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm in downtown. And type in your city, let's get some like local connections. I know Pedram is on board. Pedram, I want to say, Matt, congrats on your ability to buy and sell cryptocurrency. Like, it's not my cup of tea, but I'm seeing you just like quadruple 10 times, 100 times your money, like Alex Becker style. So well done, buddy. Osman says, nice painting you got there, Jeff. I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and show you real fast. This painting right here, I did this at the height of, I think, my burnout phase, probably like 3 or 4 months ago. And I read a lot of stuff like burnout and why it happens and how it happens. And it turns out the burnout is a function of the same, it's the opposite of stress. So like, stress is like, there's so much stuff going on and I can meet it. Burnout is there's so much going on and I can't meet it. So like, this is where your fire is burning bright, like stress. And this is where your fire is burning out, like with burnout. And the article talked about, like, you have to reimagine or re-unlock your creativity. And I literally had a painting session and it just started painting stuff. There was no agenda, nothing like that. And what came out within like 30 minutes was literally me and too many ideas. And that actually helped turn this achy pain into like something that was doable. And I would say in like 3 weeks less, my burnout was like perfectly managed. So that's really just a manifestation and a trophy of like a good burnout phase and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and bring this back real fast. Cool. Let's see where everybody's from and all that fun stuff. We got Corinne. Corinne loves my yours. Corinne says, well, you have to use the correct yours to copyright properly. I'll tell you what, Corinne, you are 100% right. You, Mackenzie, and Steph, I'm like I can't give you flack for it because you're right. Also, what am I gonna do, right? Like, I can literally proofread it and I don't even notice the yours. But yeah, thanks for the nudge. Adam Way, Huntington Beach, California. Adam, how you doing? Adam is a repeat viewer, repeat customer. Not quite sure what to say, but like he's been coming on the Lunch and Learns and moving his way forward. And he, like me, is dealing with a lot of like brain bullshittery. So I think this lesson will be particularly applicable to you. Langdon James out of Philadelphia. Langdon, how you doing? So we've got Elliot out of Manchester, Robert Prosser out of Chicago, Taberley House out of Erie, Pennsylvania. I do want to say, for everybody in Pennsylvania, there's like a good cohort of people in the Pennsylvania area in the Ask fam. So if you'd like, just go ahead and like post in the group like, hey, who's from Pennsylvania? I'm telling you, there's like 15, 20 people that are super active from the Pennsylvania area. And they're not like particularly hypey. They're like, oh yeah, Pennsylvania. Like, I don't think anybody says that, you know what I mean? But they exist and they are there. Robert, based out of Chicago. Talbury, based out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Chrisman, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Osman says the Netherlands. Very cool, dude. Good to have you. Ryan Pegram says Scottsdale, Arizona. I was in Scottsdale and I climbed Camelback Mountain, and I've never been more humbled by a rock in my life. Like, I had no idea how tall, hard, and difficult, not Echo Trail, but the other one. Echo Trail is the easier one, I think. We did the hard one. And this was when like the fires were happening and we had no idea what we were doing. We're like, oh, we'll just fly in and walk the mountain, whatever. And it's like it says it'll take like 1 or 2 hours. It took us 3. It says bring water. We didn't. It said bring a backpack. We didn't. We were wearing the wrong shoes. Some people were wearing gloves. And like halfway up the mountain, all of a sudden there's like poles to stop you from falling off. And then the rocks become like these like 8-foot squares that just burn your hands. And I swear, like every 5 feet I had to rest like a minute because I couldn't breathe and we had no water. And I was like, we're going to do it anyway. And it was fun and I would never do it again. But yeah, Scottsdale, Arizona. Palm Coast, Florida. Palm Coast, what's up? Corinne, how you doing? We got Emmanuel out of Spain. Todd out of Vegas. Trey out of SoCal. We got Dubai. We got Islamabad, Pakistan. We got from Jersey out of Tampa. What's going on, Marius? How you doing? Syed out of Atlanta. We got Victoria, British Columbia, Canada with Anthony Thompson. It's a pleasure to have you all. I am deeply appreciative and honored that you are spending your limited time. Like, time is literally the only thing we cannot get more of, with me right here, right now, to talk about the 3 brain-breaking steps that'll shrink your 6-month learning curve into 6 days. And I don't know how massively applicable it will be if you're on like the 3rd tier of this. But if you're on the 1st or 2nd tier, we're going to talk about all the attributes, the inputs, all the things you have to do from go to one stage to another. And I genuinely hope this will move the needle and help you understand the phases your brain will go through when you're learning a new skill. And this is based upon really just me blabbering a lot. Like, your mileage may vary. I'm not an expert. I'm just doing my best to document my journey, find some patterns, and bring it to y'all. So don't like pretend this is gospel. It's not. It's just some dude wearing a butt or brain shirt trying to like help you out. So like, don't hold me to like up here. Like, I'm literally at the same level with you. But here is literally the 3 brain-breaking stages that'll shrink. Well, we won't say that'll shrink. The 3 brain-breaking stages you go through when learning a market-ready skill set. Here we go. I think this will do it. When learning a market-ready skill set, and I'm trying to use the term market-ready because it's not just about learning calculus and having a professor say like, oh, you're so good at calculus, you should do this for a living. I mean, like, literally going out to market and talking to a person and not having complete, thorough, 100% understanding, but a level of brevity level of braveness that should get you paid. And that is fundamentally different than a school-based skill set where you're just getting a reward of like, hey, you got an A, good job, right? We're talking like going to market, dealing with people, and beyond a job skill set, I'm talking about like a market, like going to market and trying to sell stuff skill set. So there's the first phase, which is what's called the mechanical knowledge. This is knowing what to do. Let me go ahead and, there we go. So this is the mechanical knowledge stage. This is knowing what to do. Around this area, this is effectively what you would call a course. Or maybe it's not a course, maybe it's a YouTube video. Maybe you're just playing around with Shopify. Let's just call it a course, YouTube video, brain stuff. Like, this is I am aware of what to do, and I'm experimenting and learning and figuring it out in a very safe space. This is like technical skill set. Technical skills. This is like you're thinking about it and you're like, oh, physics is interesting. Let me learn about physics, and doing experiments. This is where, oh, I'm going to go ahead and build a car engine, and you go to your garage and you're like, how would that work? I have no idea. And then you start reading through the books. This is stuff that most people are happy with, content with, and okay with. This is knowing what to do. I would say this is the lowest. Let's not say lowest. This is like the first part of skills, first part of skills, something like that. This is the first part of your skills journey. Or skills journey. And this is a very safe space, by the way. Like it's really hard to be wrong. If you are wrong, it's okay because you're just trying it out. And this again is very technical based. It's very highly unlikely that there's a mechanical knowledge applicable to skills without actually going and selling, right? Or a mechanical knowledge applied to sales without selling. Like this is a mechanical knowledge. This is literally pushing the dials and the dashboards. And this is the equivalent, by the way. Let's just say, and you know what I'm trying to do. Give me the box. Here we go. This is the equivalent of, first off, how do you get rid of this thing? Is there a way to do that? I don't know. This is the equivalent of computer games. This is the equivalent of chess or checkers. This is knowledge. That's it. This is simply stuff that occupies space in your brain of knowing what to do in case something comes up. This is very hobbyist. This is very equivalent to like high school. Let's just call it normal schooling. This is that area. So like, you did great. You got A+. I'm so happy for you. You got an award. This is you just putting stuff in your brain and knowing what to do. Again, a technical skill set, and let's make this super applicable. This would be like ActiveCampaign or the Facebook ads, and knowing like how to drag and drop and all that. This is like building a website. This is like A/B tests. This would be like Canva, mechanical knowledge. And this ranges from I'm learning what to do, I know what to do, I haven't yet applied it yet, but I'm just doing it. I'm just messing around with it, which is super fun. Again, no pressure, nothing like that. This is the mechanical knowledge. This is the first phase that everybody goes to. In this phase, by the way, you can do this on your own without any fear whatsoever. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's giving you flack if you get it wrong. It's a test run. It's a beta. You're experimenting. It's fine. Whether it's like you just playing around with ActiveCampaign and you're just like clicking in the dials and dashboards, or copying and pasting with Facebook ads and titles and headlines. This could be like you just putting stuff on ClickFunnels or a landing page or Unbounce or Instacart or Shopify. You're just dicking around. You're literally just playing around. This is the mechanical knowledge. This is you putting space in your brain or taking the space in your brain and filling it with stuff right here. Books, courses, knowledge, Tai Lopez reference, all that fun stuff. This is the mechanical knowledge of knowing what to do. Super space, super safe space, all that fun stuff. The second phase is getting someone, well, let's not use that phrasing. Let's take the phrasing that I wrote. This is the doing of the doing part. Actually doing it. Right here. If you've ever been on a website, a tool, a product, a program that's like, hey, to do this, it's going to cost you $7.95, and you're like, oh my God, that would no way in hell I would never do that. I'm not ready for that. I would never. Who do they think they are? That like response, that like visceral no, is because you're still on the mechanical knowledge part, and you're not really ready to like actually do the doing part. You're not really ready to be held accountable. You're not ready to risk anything. Again, this is the safest part right here, the safest part. You're just playing around. This is slight levels of accountability, some visibility. Some people will see what you're doing and how you're doing it. This is the equivalent of like, I'm learning how to do stuff and this is the test. This is the equivalent of like, I'm writing stuff and I'm giving it to somebody to see. This is the equivalent of like, I'm doing Facebook ads and oh my God, now I have to put money in? Oh, I don't want to do that. There's no way in hell. Designing a t-shirt and then putting it on the store. There is a huge cultural, brain, and social difference between these two skills right here. Some people completely lack this and are all the way over here. Let's just go to market. Let's see if people want to buy it. Right here. Some people are like, oh my God, I'm not ready yet. No, it's not. I can't. We're not ready yet. You're here. This is where your brain is. This is where you are culturally and socially. Like, I'm just dicking around. Like this, I'm not ready for this. No way you should buy it for like $5. I would never unlock that trial. I just have 14 days of trying. If you've ever been to like a website or practice service and you're like, hold on, before you take this next step, got to pay $7.99. The reaction is not based upon money. The reaction is based upon where you are in your learning journey. That's why there's this like weird wall. Like if you ever played around an ActiveCampaign, they're like, oh, to actually send text messages, you have to pay $7.99 or buy 500. You're like, oh God, I would never do that. Oh my, ugh. Like if you have that reaction, it's because you don't want to upgrade to the next step. You don't want to be held accountable. You don't want visibility. You're not ready to go to market. You don't know, and you haven't gotten enough response from enough people saying that it's good enough, nor do you believe that it's good enough to exchange time, money, and attention for. So here is where we start getting time, money, and attention. That's where this starts to kick in. And for a lot of people who are in the mechanical knowledge and figuring out phase, they're like, oh, this is not okay. Think of like all the A+ students that like refuse to go on stage and talk about their stuff. Oh, never. All the straight A PhDs that would never ever present or write a book or do a science fair. Like they're here. They're not here. This is an entirely different line of thinking, entirely different line of skills. And if you're watching this live, not on the replay, but if you're watching this live, like tell me if this is beginning to make sense. Like tell me if you understand, if you're like, oh my God, I have been in a time and a place with my brain where like I just wanted to do the mechanical knowledge part, like play around with it, like test it and see what happened. All of a sudden, like somebody said, oh my God, like I'm not ready to pay money for this. I'm not ready to put my attention to it. No way I could ever put my credit card down. Not gonna happen. This, by the way, is why credit cards down and cash down is like such a accountability or all-in type of approach. Because now like you're committed. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I have to put my time into this. I have to put my money into this. What if people look? What if they see it? Oh my God, that would be horrible. If that's the type of response, you're in the mechanical knowledge, knowing what to do. By the way, which is different, fundamentally different than actually doing it. Fundamentally different than actually doing it. And this is like the weirdest part. Like as we were taught with like education in school and sit like in a factory setting and just do this and push the buttons and maybe somebody will come over and say, oh, we're doing a good job. That's mechanical knowledge. That is literally mechanical knowledge. And when you're going up in front of people in class and you have this like fear, it's because you're getting time and attention and money. And you're like, oh my God, I could never do that, ever. And I want to say, by and large, one of the biggest transformations I have made is dropping mechanical knowledge and just going to do the doing part. Like I've been living my life for the past 3 years in front of 60,000 people. And the craziest part is you can realize pretty quickly on the spectrum of success, the mechanical knowledge is maybe like 5 to 10 to 15%. 5 to 10 to 15. And 0 to 80 to 85% is these other blocks. These other two blocks right here. So if you're stuck and you're like, oh my God, I keep doing and I don't get the results, it's because you're doing the mechanical knowledge part, which is arguably the least valuable skill set required, but is least valuable skill set. Like a hierarchy, it means like, yeah, you need mechanical knowledge, but you'll always be down here. You need to have the other stuff here. And to break through that, you have to realize in your brain, be like, hey, I know what to do. I have the mechanical knowledge, and now I'm ready and willing to jump ship to get time and attention and actually do the doing part. Now, here is where understanding how your brain works matters. To go from the mechanical knowledge to the doing of the doing part, I want you to ask this one question to yourself. What else do I need to know so I can move to the next stage? Ask yourself that question. What else do I need to know so I can move to the next stage? And be honest with yourself. Maybe it's like you've been looking at the wrong stuff the whole time. Maybe it's something totally different. Maybe you are ready. But ask yourself, like, at the end of your mechanical knowledgeness, what else do I need to know so I can move to the next stage? Here's an expert secret. 99% of the time, you don't need anything else. 99% of the time, you don't need anything else. But you've never asked yourself this question, so you don't know. So just ask yourself, like, hey, I already know how to run, okay? Like, I know the mechanical purposes behind running, how to lift my legs, how to move fast. I have shoes. What else do I need to know before I actually go running? And either you'll discover you need to figure out a route, or you'll discover you don't need anything else. And you just got like a blue-heeled Sam Ovens devil of a reference holding you down that makes no sense. And now you're like, I don't need anything else. You can let go of the chains. When I'm going from mechanical knowledge, doing the doing part, I say, what else do I need to know so I can go to the next stage? That's it. And then I say, by the way, who else do I need to know so I can move to the next stage? So a two and what? What else do I need to know? And who else do I need to know? Those are the two questions I ask myself as soon as I've learned a mechanical skill or mechanical knowledge. What else do I need to know so I can move to the next stage? And who else do I need to know to move to the next stage? That's it. Who and what? It's no longer how. We're not talking about why. And we're not talking about when. Who and what? Let's, again, running, right? Like, what else do I need to know so I can go running? A route? Maybe shoes? Cool. Let's go back to mechanical knowledge, fill that out, get a good answer, get a good enough answer, move to the next thing. Cool. Who else do I need to know? I probably need somebody who's run before, so I ask them questions, and maybe get an accountability buddy. That's it. Nothing else. If there's other stuff going on in your brain, tell your brain to STFU so you can get stuff done. Just like this. This will help shortcut your information gathering, help shortcut your shiny object syndrome, help tell your brain to STFU all of it. Again, mechanical knowledge is knowing what to do. Second is the doing part. And the middle phase is what and who, just like that. By the way, this gap right here is usually big enough to stop people from becoming A+ players or B+ players. They don't know the right questions to ask to help them graduate. They're hoping for like everyone else to say, oh my God, it's okay, you're gonna be great. Nope, that does not matter. Your life is not theirs. Does not matter what they say. Doesn't matter what they think. What and who, nothing else. You'll discover, by the way, as you go through this process a lot, you really only need like an hour worth of mechanical knowledge to do most things. You really only need about an hour's worth of mechanical knowledge to do most things. You can take me as an example. When I did the live event last Wednesday or the Wednesday before, and I was like, hey guys, here's how I'm doing 13 agency sales levers. I studied for 60 minutes. I said, okay, I have a mechanical knowledge of how to go live, the slides, all that fun stuff. What else do I need to know so I can move to the next stage, which is literally going live? What else do I need to know? Nothing. Who else do I need to know so I can go to the next stage? Who else? I need 5, 10, or 15 people to do it live with me. Cool. Now we can do the doing part. If you're applying it to your agency, there's a mechanical knowledge of like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, and emails that work. Cool. What else do I need to know? How to import a list. How to get through spam. What else? Who else do I need? I need a client. I need somebody to be like, hey, yes, here's my email list, run these ads, or run these emails, see what happens. That's it. That's all you need. Mechanical knowledge and doing the doing part. The next phase, by the way, is the phase between billionaires with a B and forever middle class. And those sentences hurt so much. Like the forever middle class hurts so much as like a phrase. Like, oh my God, like no matter what, you're always gonna be middle class. Like, and that's not like a downplay, but that's to talk about the difference between people that will be forever billionaires and people that will forever be middle class. And here is the sentence, and I know I'm being inflammatory, but go for it. The brave, let me just look at it. The bravery of doing it fast, consistently, and repeatably. The bravery of doing it fast, consistently, repeatedly. This is what most people do. They'll learn about a bunch of stuff. They'll dip their toe in the water and be done with it. Most people will study Facebook ads or study click-through rates or A/B tests and become absolute experts, and then never actually do the doing part because they never asked, what else do I need and who else do I need to know to graduate? They never asked that. They just kept this like line of thinking of like, oh my God, if I just become more knowledgeable and better people come to me, which is fundamentally incorrect and not true. I know the best Facebook ads people in the world, and they are paid less than me by a large margin. That's just how the world works. Understand the market forces, you're gonna have a better time. Mechanical knowledge, knowing what to do, the doing of the doing part, actually doing it, and then the bravery of doing it fast, consistently, repeatedly. Great examples. Every single person who's already lost their New Year's Eve's resolutions. You've already lost them. They're gone. You didn't stop drinking. You didn't start exercising. You didn't make more money. You didn't make an offer. You didn't have better relationships with your friends, your family, your kids. You already lost it. You already know what to do. You did it, but you didn't do it again consistently or fast. This is like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, out in front people that are consistently getting flack for no reason at all. Like, oh my God, my ads manager went down. I hate you, Mark Zuckerberg. Like that type of stuff. Oh my God, 3-day shipping instead of 2. Jeff Bezos is the worst. They're brave. That's the difference. They got a mechanical knowledge. They did the doing part. They asked themselves these questions. They moved and said the bravery, I want the bravery. I need the bravery of doing it fast, consistently, repeatedly. Most people don't even get here. 99% of the people are here. 0.9% of the people are here. And then 0.1% of the people are here. It's literally the weirdest looking pyramid ever. There is a huge surplus of mechanical knowledge. There's a huge disconnect between mechanical knowledge and doing the doing part. And there's a huge uneven labor in the market of people that have the bravery of doing it fast, consistent, repeatedly. You're saying, oh my God, Jeff, but let's just say I did it. I did the doing part, like actually doing it. I went for a run. Okay, but for some reason I fell off the wagon. I don't have the bravery of doing it fast, consistent, repeatedly. I know, but I don't know what to do. There's some like weird stuff going on in my brain. Guess what? People operate for 3 reasons, nothing else: health, wealth, and relationships. Most people don't actually care about their health. They really don't. Like, they will actively eat shitty food. They will never work out. Only go to the doctor when they're about to die, and don't monitor on a daily basis. They actually don't care about health at all whatsoever. Human beings do not care about their health. Just once you understand that, everything I know. Like, people have bad issues all the time. Like, they're literally crossing the street in traffic. They ride motorcycles without helmets. People don't care about their health. Their wealth, maybe it's the second thing. Actually, most people don't care about their wealth. They say that they do. Their actions don't really line up. Like, they don't actually care about their health or their wealth. As long as they've got a house and it's like Maslow's hierarchy needs, they be good. Don't care about wealth. Now, they do care about relationships. And another word for relationships is social status. People will move mountains for social status. They will join cults for social status. They will change everything about what they're doing and how they're doing because of social status. If other people expect you to do it and you expect yourself to do it and you've got a title and you are doing it and people are holding you accountable, you will do it. And that's why CrossFit is so massively successful. They play into your relationships and social status. I don't think anyone that ever goes to Planet Fitness is like, yo, man, you go to Planet Fitness? Yeah, me too. But people at CrossFit, oh, yo, you didn't do the workout today. What the hell's going on with you? Yeah, man, come on over. Let's go. Yeah. They literally have you go through a class before you join. You have to meet everybody. It's social status. How long have you been doing CrossFit? Oh, man, me too. That's cool, man. What's your WOD? What's your max? They even have their own languaging. It's social status. You have to play that into your brain as well. What else? And bring along on this journey. Right there. This is your 3 brain-breaking stages that you will go through in learning a new market-ready skill set. The mechanical knowledge is doing it, and then doing it fast, consistent, repeatedly. The bravery is only in tribes and only in teams, nothing else. You ever try to like take on a gazelle? Like, those things are big. You ever see one in real life? They will mess you up. One-on-one, no way in hell. But you and 10 of your boys, you can take down a mammoth. Yeah. Like when you're with people, all of a sudden your ability to do stuff is magnified. Who else can I bring with me along this journey? I don't care if it's a paying client, a free client, a trial client. I don't care. It's friends, family, peer, or below. Who else can I bring with me on this journey? It's taken me years of consistently breaking my brain to ignore the mechanical knowledge. And you can't really ignore it. Maybe it's like 5 to 10%. But I try to rush into this stage as quickly as possible. What else do I need to know, and who else do I need to know? Cool, let's do it again. Who can I bring along with me on my journey? You look at my personal profile, I've been bringing you along my journey every step of the way. That's why I have a level bravery when it comes to doing this stuff fast, consistently, repeatedly. Meanwhile, most people watching this will say, but Jeff, what am I supposed to do? I go, you can go look at this up on YouTube. Like you can write your own book on YouTube. Every mechanical skill you've ever needed is available on YouTube. But people keep asking me, Jeff, what am I supposed to do? That's not the $1 billion skill set. That's not how you break your brain. That's not how you shrink your learning curve and move faster. It's doing the doing part. And that's one of the consistent phrases that I've had on these lunch and learns, that I've had with my friends and family, my peer group, people that buy from me, people that I sell to, and the inverse, as well as people inside my paid programs. Are you doing the doing part? Oh God, Jeff, I can't because I don't have the mechanical knowledge. All right, what else do you need to know, and who else do you need to know? You come back next week, oh, I'm still stuck mechanical. Did you do a call for clients? This is a call for clients. Doing the doing part, yeah. And this is selling consistently and making offers. Right here. These are your $1 billion skills. These are your $1,000 skills. The challenge is that you keep running around town thinking I'm missing a thing, and I'm going, you're probably not. Like, how much more knowledge do you need to know how to run? Oh my God, Jeff, you don't understand. I don't know how to run. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What else could you possibly need to know before you go running? Oh, I need to know the best shoes. No, you don't. You don't need the best shoes. You just need a shoe. Yeah, but I need all the clothes. No, you don't. You just need some clothes. Okay, but I don't know what to do. Okay, well, who else do you know? I don't know. I mean, there's 53,000 people in this group. You can ask literally anybody a question. They'll probably give you a good enough answer. No, I'm not sure. So they go back to mechanical knowledge. Because they're not actively looking at how their brain processes and makes decisions. Again, this is my brain, not everybody's. I'm just kind of sharing all that fun stuff. They think that they lack the mechanical knowledge because they haven't done enough courses. YouTube's are not technical enough. There's no brain stuff. They're so used to the positive reinforcement of you won. Here's your award from computer games, chess, checkers. And like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this in active campaign. I'm like, you don't have to. You can literally just ask somebody. Besides, what else do you possibly need to know about active campaign to make your client happy? You don't need to know about A/B tests. Nobody cares at all. Most people are just stuck on hobbyists. And that's mechanical knowledge. And most hobbyists, by the way, refuse to move to the next stage, which is doing the doing part, where there's time, money, and attention. As in, you're putting real time, you're putting real money, and people will be looking at you. People will be asking, so how's your book? Oh my God, how could they ask? I'm not ready yet. The gym, I know, horrible. Just like this, right here, right now. This is it. And then the bravery of doing it fast, consistent, repeatedly. The shortcut to the graduation between these steps is the who, what, and the who. What else do I need to know? Who can bring me to the next stage, and who can I bring along on this journey? The reason why this is working for me, by the way, is because I'm bringing y'all on this journey. Right here. Because I'm always asking, what else do I need to know to move to the next stage? Usually it's 1 or 2 or 3 things. Okay, how about I ask somebody? I don't know anything about Google AdWords at all whatsoever, literally nothing. I could, just like you, try to build all the mechanical knowledge and knowing what to do. Spending days, weeks, months trying to understand everything about AdWords and how it works and literally just go like this at the end of every night and have like my eyeballs burnt. Or I could just say, what do I need to know and who do I need to know? What do I need to know? How to generate leads using AdWords to send them to my client. Cool. Who can help me? Great. I'm going to talk to that person. Then they'll tell me. And then I will buck up, man up, loincloth, I don't know, and then start doing the doing part, doing what they tell me to do. Cool. And get used to the idea that there's time, attention, and money attached to it. People are going to be asking, and I'm going to say like, hey, man, I have no fucking clue why this is working or why it's not working. I'm super frustrated. Like, I don't know what I need to know, who to talk to. Great, let's go back. And then what will happen is I'll document my journey on my personal profile and take people along the ride. And then I can do it fast, consistent, repeatedly. This is it right here. This is how you shortcut shiny object syndrome. This is how you deal with information gathering. This is how you break your brain, because so many people are doing mechanical knowledge. If you're an accountant, by the way, there is no possible way for you to keep up at all. If you do computer science, there's no possible way to keep up. If you do ads, there's no possible way to keep up. I don't care what skill set you have. There is no way for you to keep up. There is no mastering mechanical knowledge. You cannot do it at all. Even calculus, can't beat it. You can't be an expert in mechanical knowledge. Elon Musk doesn't know anything about batteries. He says he does. But he's just doing it and has the bravery of doing it fast, consistently, repeatedly. He's not saying I need to be the battery master. He's saying, what else do I need to know about batteries to move to the doing next stage? Who do I need to talk to? As the battery guy, okay, let's go talk to him. I do this with my copywriting. I do this with my ads. I do it with my client getting ads. There's the mechanical knowledge of building a landing page. Cool. What else do I need to know so I can do the doing part and go live? Who else do I need to talk to? Great. I'm going to tell everybody I'm doing a landing page. This is how I manage to shortcut the mechanical knowledge to doing it brave, fast, consistent, repeatedly. And if you feel stuck and you're not sure, you don't know why, it's because you're not framing your thoughts or understanding these graduation stages. If you're watching this live, not the replay, if you're watching this live, let me know if this is breaking your brain. If you're going, oh my God, I've been so stuck before and I never asked these questions. Let me know if this is like beginning to align your thoughts and recognize like, oh wow, like I could spend 10, 15, 20 hours a day doing mechanical knowledge, but I've never asked myself like, what else do I need to know? And who do I need to talk to? So actually like go live or do a call for clients or push the go button or send the emails. I'll bet you have spent thousands of hours stuck here hoping for somebody to come over and pay you money, and I'm only spending 5 or 10. I'm spending most of my time here, and I want to go here. Agency, mechanical knowledge. I know how to run ads, but also I know how to do what's a working offer for my clients and my customers. Cool. Let's do it. I didn't spend days, weeks, or months or years trying to deep dive into a niche and go all the way down to be an absolute expert. Nope. I only need 2 things. Client getting ad and customer getting ad. That's it, nothing else. And then when something is missing, I'll go back and I'll get the mechanical knowledge. Like I didn't know how to do like any of the automatic follow-up across like 18 different pipelines and all softwares. Okay, what software do I need and what knowledge do I need to know how to do an automatic follow-up forever? Cool, let's do it. Just like that. Nothing else. That's why we have an agency that, just like that. That's why we have a coaching program that is constantly pumped out like people that make an F ton of money. That's why this group has turned into like a community of people where like, yeah, you can have a pretty darn good answer. Because I'm not trying to be the best expert. I'm just trying to get experts. Just like that. And let's just say your account got banned. That was a good thread earlier today. You don't have to be the absolute expert on, okay, what do I need to know about everything in my account banned? Nope. What do I need to know and who do I need to know? That's it, nothing else. I don't care whether you're doing $50,000 a month or $500,000 a month. It's these 3 phases, and your ability to move through these phases is fast, effective, and easy if you understand them. And I think that's it. I think that's it for today. Yeah, this should be enough to break your brains. Make you have that like, oh my God feeling. And what will happen, by the way, is you'll catch yourself every now and then. First, at the end of the day, you'll be like, oh my God, I spent all this mechanical time trying to understand the sales structure and scripts and all that fun stuff. Oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I don't know what to do. Wait, am I spending too much time on mechanical knowledge? Oh, I think so. Okay, so what else do I need to know and who do I need to talk to about how to do a sales conversation? What else do I need to know? Nothing. I think I'm ready to go. Okay, who do I need to talk to? I need to have a sales conversation. Cool, let's have a sales conversation. That's it right there. And then you have a sales conversation. You win or you don't, but acknowledge that there's time, money, and attention. Okay, people are looking at me. I lost $50 in an hour. Cool. Tough shit. That is life. I did the doing part. Who else can I bring along with me on this journey? Hey guys, just want to go public and tell everybody like I did my first sales call, by the way. Here's what we talked about. Here's how we did it. And I want to take you all on this journey. so I can have the bravery of doing this again, consistently, repeatedly. That's it. That's it. And now, by the way, instead of spending 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months stuck, you're spending 3 days, 6 days, or 12 days getting mechanical knowledge and moving to the next stage. I figure out stuff more asking these 3 questions. What else do I need to know? And who else can I bring with me along this journey? That's why this group exists. That's why the coaching program exists. That's why my clients exist. That's why some people feel effervescently stuck. That's not a word, effervescently. But I hope this makes a lot of sense. I'm going to open this up to Q&A. We've had about 40 minutes of exploring this lesson. But I really hope that this has helped break your brains and show you how to shrink your learning curve from 6 months into 6 days. If you have no dang idea what you'll be doing or if you're going to be doing it well. Again, number one is understanding there's some mechanical knowledge, and also understanding that the vast majority of your life has been saying you never have enough mechanical knowledge. You can never have enough mechanical knowledge. There is no advantage in being the mechanical knowledge expert. Like even the smallest of companies have 10, 15, 20 experts. They're all staring at a wall saying, I have no idea what to do. Like even building a house, and as a society, we build millions of houses a year. There's still people that are going, oh, I have no idea what to do. There is no advantage in having an expertise in mechanical knowledge. None. What do I need to know? Who do I need to know? Let's go do the doing part, knowing that there's time, money, and attention. There will be costs and pros and cons and dollars gained, profit and loss. I know that doing the doing part will require time, money, and attention. Money, exercise, client getting, sales getting, whatever it is. I already know. I've already seen Jeff's sales decks. I've already seen him pitch. What else could I possibly know? Nothing. Okay. Who else do I need to move to next stage? I need a pitch, a client. Whether it's good or bad, I don't care. I just need to do the doing part, knowing it's going to cost me $50, maybe an hour, and somebody's going to look at me. Cool. And then I'm going to document the stuff. Who else can I bring on this journey? And then have the bravery required to do it fast, consistently, repeatedly. This is how you break your brain. And this is how you take 6 months of results and get it in 6 days. This is how you can do 6 years of stuff in only 6 months. This is how consulting companies like Bain, BCG, McKinsey pump out people who have 10 years of experience in only 3 days, or sorry, in 3 years. Because they'll spend a day doing mechanical knowledge. This idea Excel stuff, yep, you have all the knowledge that you need. It's all there. Cool. What else do you need to know? Nothing. Who do you need? A client. Cool, let's go talk to a client about this. Awesome. It's going to be you and your team. Let's do it again. This type of stuff. I hope this is unlocking some of the brain bullshittery and this achy, fearful, I don't know why I can't move forward type of feeling. Here. So ladies and gents, I think that's it.